Greetings. Welcome to the Week 6 edition of the Huddle pregame show. I'm Keith Schweigert, joined as always by Tim Gross, and we're getting you ready for what should be an exciting week of football. Tim, let's start with our game of the week. That would be Manheim Central coming off its first loss of the season. The Barons are traveling to Elizabethtown to take on the Bears, who are in the midst of a strong season under second-year coach Bill McDonald. This game could have major implications not only on the Section 2 title race, but in the District 3 Class 5A playoff standings as well. So Tim, do you think Central is going to bounce back from its loss to Cocalico, or will E-Town keep the Baron slide going here?
Yeah, Manheim Central, I mentioned in the picks video that they're really good at bouncing back after a loss. I think they're 4-1 after their last 5 losses over the last couple of years. So I expect them to come out pretty strong, though I don't think you should look past Elizabethtown this season. I think they've been really a solid season so far. They've proved themselves improving on last year's 2-8 campaign. That 2-8 campaign included a 49-0 loss to Manheim Central last year. I don't think it's going to be the same story this year, but I expect it to be a little more close. Interesting thing, E-Town's defense has allowed 19 points in its 4 wins. It allowed 35 points in its losses this year. And Central's defense allowing 28 points in last week's loss to Cocalico. It had allowed 29 points up to that point in 4 wins. So defense is going to be at a premium. These two teams have been really solid with their defense all year, so I expect that to continue. Although Manheim Central has a lot of weapons and can really get on teams early, so it'll be important for E-Town to have a strong start defensively, get a couple of stops, and set the tone.
Okay, well, another game we're going to be keeping our eye on this week is also in Section 2, and it's a battle for first place. Cocalico, fresh off its 28-24 win over Manheim Central last week, hosts Cedar Crest, which has made itself right at home in its new section. Both teams are 2-0 and tied for first place in the section race, and the winner is going to have first place all to itself. So how do you think the Eagles and the Falcons match up?
Yeah, I don't think anyone really saw Cedar Crest having that strong of a start in Section 2. They're 4-1 overall, and their only loss so far was a 3-point loss to Lower Dauphin. So Cedar Crest, obviously, like you said, they're making themselves right at home. They're going up against a Cocalico team that's also on a roll. Cocalico has scored 111 points in its last 3 games. So that offense is really rolling. Brandon Brubaker has really emerged for Cocalico as a big game changer in the ground game. So, look for that. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out.
Okay. Well, thank you, Tim, and we're going to be watching both of those games very closely. Remember, you can visit Lancaster Online for news, staff picks, and all the information you need about the LL League's Week 6 matchups. And of course, follow along Friday night for live updates and scores from all the games. Be sure to check us out on social media as well. For Tim Gross, I'm Keith Schweigert. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.